We are serving up some delicious vegan recipes on this Friday morning as we head into a beautiful weekend. Vegan food and parenting blogger Tory Halpin joins us now to create some tasty rice and rice noodle bowls. Tory, good morning. I'm in my kitchen. I'm ready to go. Now I'm batching it right now, so I kind of had to improvise. But good morning. Thank you for joining us.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
I don't have the noodles, but you say that's okay. No rice noodles. I do have some rice, and I don't have soy sauce either.
That's okay. So the trick to a good bowl is 3 components. You need a base, so you can use white rice, brown rice, rice noodles, soba noodles, any sort of base that you want. So I'm using rice noodles today. The trick...
Is that your favorite?
Rice noodles is my favorite for sure. So good, but rice definitely works. The trick to rice noodles is when you're done cooking it to make sure you rinse it with cold water, and then they won't get kind of mushy and gross. So get your base. Rice is totally fine. Next, we're going to make our sauce. The sauce is peanut butter. You can use crunchy, you can use smooth, you can use natural, you can use not natural. It's really customizable. If you're allergic to nuts, sunflower seed butter works great. Next, we have soy sauce. If you don't have soy sauce, you can use tamari. If you don't have that, like you don't, honestly, I don't know what you can do. You can add any kind of teriyaki sauce that you have.
Oh, there you go.
That's just what I was going to say. So teriyaki sauce would work awesome. Just add a little peanut butter to that, and that's great. I like adding chili garlic sauce. I love spice. If you don't, you can add maple syrup. That tastes great as well. So we all got that in there. You're going to add a little bit of... It's so good. It's so easy. Splash of water. My favorite thing about this recipe is that this is everything you have in your kitchen already, so it's so easy.
And you really can't improvise.
You
really
totally
can't improvise, right? I know you were talking about using kale as an alternative. I've got some Brussels. Could I use Brussels sprouts? I've got some squash, peppers, maybe.
Those are all perfect. So I have some leftover broccoli from last night that was just steamed. I have some roasted sweet potatoes. I like making this all at the beginning of the week so that I can just throw it in. It's the quickest, easiest lunch ever. This is just some sauteed kale. If I don't have any fresh veggies, I like using frozen, just, the frozen like corn, peas, and green bean mix. That totally works too. Anything that you have. I have some tofu here as well. This is just ketchup, soy sauce, and olive oil on here. Super easy. And I just sort of make all of this on a Monday, keep it in my fridge, and then I just toss it together when it's lunchtime.
And is it good for the week? Will it last 5 days? Will you get 5 meals out of it?
Yeah, totally. So I just roast up like 3 sweet potatoes, whatever vegetables you have left over from your dinner, you just throw it all in. And then when you get to the end of the week and you're running out of your fresh veggies and trying not to get to the store so often, just throw in some frozen vegetables. Works just as fine. So,
and frozen vegetables nowadays, frozen vegetables, they're good right now, aren't they? Like, I remember frozen veggies as a kid, and I hated them. But the new ones, the way they're freezing them and everything,
exactly the same.
And they're good for you still?
Exactly. Throw some of the sauce on top. You can't even tell. They're great. So to build your bowl, whatever base that you have, you're just going to, I like to coat it. So just take a few spoonfuls of your sauce. If this is rice, if this is quinoa, if this is your noodles, really coat it. And that's going to make it flavorful. And then we're pretty much done. Add on your vegetables, whatever you have. Truly could not be easier. So I just wake up in the morning, heat this up when it's lunchtime.
And all that's done in this short little time frame.
Exactly. Yeah. If you have all your vegetables ready to go, you're just making the sauce every morning. And I've had this so often recently because it can be whatever you want it to be. Whatever leftover vegetables you have, you're good. So now.
And you know what I love about veggies is that you can eat a ton of them, right? I mean, there's so few calories in them and they're so good for you. You can gorge.
That is truly the best part of it. I'm never like, oh, do I have too much broccoli on here? No, you cannot ever have too much broccoli. It's amazing. You can just fully get full, and you're not going to feel sort of gross and weighed down after because it's all very light vegetables, which taste so good.
And if you're doing cooking with them, what do you prefer? Do you prefer a wok, steaming, frying pan? What's your favorite?
If you can tell by this here, I like to keep it as simple as possible. So this broccoli was actually just steamed in the microwave. Kale, I just throw in a frying pan with some water until it wilts around. These sweet potatoes, I just put it in the oven, 400 for 20 minutes. No oil, just chop it up. I like to keep it really as simple as possible.
Nice and clean and good for you.
Totally, yeah, and it's lighter. If you're able to avoid the oil, it tastes a bit lighter as well. And again, you can eat more of it, which is my goal in eating every meal.
Perfect. Tory, where can they find you in some of these great recipes and great tips?
So I'm on Instagram at Tory Halpin, and then this recipe with the sauce and everything is toryhalpin.com.
And I've got to ask, do the kids like this? I mean, I guess I imagine the peanut butter helps, right?
Oh, peanut butter so helps. I actually have a 6-month-old, so we'll give him. I leave out the spice for him.
No, sorry, you just cut out. You just cut out there. If you could just repeat that quick.
Okay. For sure. I was just saying I give this to my 6-month-old baby actually in different forms, but give him this less spicy version of the sauce. Steamed broccoli, sweet potato. Everybody loves it.
Beautiful. Tory, thank you very much for joining us. Have yourself a great weekend.
Thank you. Thank you so much.